Hello everyone and welcome back to Coloring with Haley. We've been doing a bit of spring cleaning around here, so I thought I'd try doing one of these UNhaul, destash videos where you show what books you're going to be taking out of your collection. I've never done one of these before, but I see quite a few other people do them, so I thought I'd like to do one. And before we even get started, I just want to say I'm not throwing away any of these books. I don't really like to throw stuff away. I don't know, I just don't like to create a bunch of trash. So these books are either going to be given to friends, or donated, or there's going to be like a little yard sale in about a month, and I may even sell some of them there. But none of them are going to get thrown away. I figure the majority of them are probably going to get donated. If you're someone that doesn't like to throw things away either, you should check around your local homes for elderly people, for people that need care around the clock, women's shelters. They take a lot of donations of these things, art supplies included, to give some people at the home things to do. So let's get started looking at some of the books that I'm going to be getting rid of. The first one is this issue of Galaxy Queen, not issue, copy, where the printing quality is not to my liking at all. This one, I think if you were not bothered by the lines in the background, you'd be okay with this one. I wouldn't sell this one. This one would be a donate one. None of them are bad enough quality to throw away. And then I have Creepy Chibi by Coco Weil. I bought this book a couple of years ago, and I have never, ever touched it. So that one's going too. If I haven't touched it in years, I don't know if I'm going to touch it ever, so that's part of my reasoning on some of these books. This is Sally Berry's Relaxing Summer. Once again, I purchased it and just never touched it. Next is Outside the Lines 2. So this is a huge book filled with a bunch of different art from a bunch of different artists. And the reason I'm getting rid of this is because I bought like a giant compendium that contains the first and second book in one, so I just don't need this one anymore. However, I will say that these do have rather thin paper. It is like Amazon quality paper, even though it's not Amazon printed. But if you are someone that's looking for a big single-sided book full of just all kinds of different photos, try one of these Outside the Line books. There's two of them as far as I know. Alright, next up, I have, this is a very early Sun Life drawing book, Chibi Anime Girls, and I've had it for a very, very long time, and I've never colored in it. And I think the lines are a little thin for my liking, really, anyway. It's got very cute photos in it, but just not for me. Next up, this is a book that I think I may have colored a photo in. If I colored in it, it was just one photo. This is Fox Arwen Kennedy's Space Dolls. Yeah, I just haven't colored in it at all. Time to get rid of some of these books, you know, and make some room on my shelf. I swore I colored a page in this one. Yeah, I did. I colored just one page in here, and then, I don't know, I guess I decided it really wasn't my style. So next up is a big one again. This is Coloring Book Cafe 100 Baby Animals coloring book. And I know I've colored at least a page out of here, but I don't really like how small the images are in here. They're very cute, but look how much extra white space is left behind the border. I think they could have made the images bigger. So that's part of the reason why I really only colored just a couple of photos in here and nothing else. Even though they're cute. Here's one that I did. It's just, the photos are really small, and I don't like that. I don't know why they're so small either, necessarily. But this, what books are in here? Hold on. Okay, the Forest Baby Animals, Jungle Baby Animals, Ocean Baby Animals, and Farm Baby Animals. This one would be a good one to send to a friend if they are looking for this book, because I think it's really not that cheap, but I just didn't particularly like how small the pictures are. If you're someone that doesn't mind the book being colored in a little bit, then you know, Next is Creative Color by Numbers by Felicity James that I have colored one in. I know that I colored the first picture. And this is one of those compilations where for a while they were making these color by number books, and a lot of these same exact photos are in some of the other books. And I'm getting rid of this one since I only colored one photo in it. Some of the other ones that have the exact same photos I've colored way more in. So this one does have nicer, thicker paper. You know, it's not Amazon printed. And it's got the fold out key over here. So this one is nice. I just don't need that many copies of the same images. You know? I don't know why they compiled them this way. It's a little bit confusing, but oh well. Next is Nice Little Town 4. This is a book I bought way back when I first started coloring, and yeah, I haven't done anything in it. There's a bunch of extras. Let me find the actual pages. There we go. I decided that these were not for me, and I've never bought another Nice Little Town book since then. Yeah, I just decided these weren't for me. You guys know how these books go, though. The double images with the little mice. I started coloring an image in it. Didn't like how it was going. Didn't particularly like coloring in it, so otherwise, this one's pretty untouched. And since this one has doubles, even, you know, the person could take out the partially colored picture and color that same exact image without any problems. Next is Christopher Hart's Girl Power. I didn't like all of the wallpapery stuff in the background. But this one is like a manga anime style book. I think he's got several more. Yeah, he's got girls down here, and I think he might even have a Christmas one. This book is totally untouched. Nice thicker paper though, not Amazon printed. I think I may have purchased this at Hobby Lobby in their clearance section, but yeah, never got to it. And don't think I will. Next up is another of Tatiana Bogima Stolova's books, Nice Little Dragons. I've decided that her artwork, while cute, is just not for me. Again, I started an image in here, and that's it. I just started it. So, you know, the person could still color that same picture. I simply just started it, never finished. There's some really cute pictures in here. One of my favorites is this little guy that's like watching TV. There he is, but the TV is just another dragon. He's throwing his popcorn at him. Very cute, but just not for me, not my style, not my type of thing. A lot of these books I bought, you know, really early into when I started coloring, and it took me a while to figure out what my style was. So, up next I have Enchanted Keepers, Keepers of the Enchanted Forest. I even marked a page to color in here, and I forgot to it. By Forest Diver, right? Yeah. This was for, what was that company called? They don't do books anymore. Julia Rivers. There we go. I don't know why they don't do books anymore. They were pretty popular as far as I know. But they just kind of stopped. And then this has doubles, maybe? Don't actually recall. I bought it years ago, again, and never touched it. Let's see. Do we think this has doubles in it? Okay, actually, you know what? I don't think it does. I think this is all unique images, but never touched it. And then I also have Sally Berry's Pets. I purchased this one before a bunch of flip-throughs came out, and I don't like this one because it looks very copy and paste. It looks like they copied the animals and pasted them onto these sort of random floral backgrounds. A lot of the images don't really look super cohesive. See, it kind of looks like this frog was pasted here with this cat. Let me find another really good example of this. The dog one there looks pretty fine. But like, yeah, here the fish, they just sort of look like they're pasted over this random background. Especially this one here with these, I don't know, mice or gerbils. I don't know, it didn't look cohesive enough to me, and I didn't like the art as much as I thought I would. It looks a little bit like some of these are perhaps like Shutterstock image pieces. It doesn't say. Yeah, it doesn't say at all. But that's kind of what it looks like to me. It looks like a lot of these are Shutterstock pieces that were put together to make one book. And then I have Serene Little Village. This is another Julia Rivers one, right? Yeah. Super cute book. Extremely, extremely detailed. Like, beyond what I like to color. Although very cute. Lots of cute little animals in towns doing stuff. Just far too detailed for me. This is one of those books that I bought years ago without really watching any flip-throughs of, and I should have watched flip-throughs. I do that now. I don't just go in and buy books anymore. I actually do watch the flip-throughs before I purchase books, so I know what I'm getting into. And now, the last two books I have here are two more Coco Wyo books. Time to Travel with Baby Dog. This one's pretty cute. I just never colored in it, and I don't like that the dog is making the same pose in a lot of the photos, like this one here and this one here. Oh, nope, it's the back one. Where'd it go? Okay, well, he was just making the exact same pose in one of those photos, and I don't know where it went. There it is. He's got the same face there. He does this face with the tongue out a lot. That one's a little different. There he is. See, the tongue out again. Yeah, I don't know. He's doing it there. You know, it's the same face in a lot of the photos, and I'm not really a fan of that. And then we have Cupcakes by Coco Wyo. I just never colored in it, and I don't know if I ever will. Another cute one, especially if you like to color food. All kinds of little animals with the food. Pretty unique images, except sometimes this bunny is pasted like several times. There's so many pictures in here, there's 50, that I don't know how quickly I could find another one to show you. We'll see. I know that it's pasted in a couple of the images, just like resized in some of them. Well, I said that, but I know he's on this front cover page too. Well, I said that and I don't actually have time to, like, take my time and look through it. But, yeah, this is another one that I'm going to be getting rid of. Again, I think a lot of these are going to be donated, but I might try to sell maybe one or two of the bigger ones. See what happens. I've got a ton of, like, regular novels to sell at that yard sale, so we'll see. I don't want to overload it with books. But yeah, that's my quick little unhaul video just to show you some of the books I'm getting rid of this spring cleaning and why. I wouldn't necessarily say that any of them are bad books. I just purchased them and then I never colored in them, and I want to have room on my shelf for the books that I actually do color in all the time. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, like, quick little destash video. And what are your thoughts on destashing books? Do you guys just throw them away, or do you try to donate them or sell them? Let me know down below.